What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Shai representing Synchronic Gaming, and in today's war we're going to be having Irregular taking on Synchronic. Philip coming on in with the first hit right here. He's got the dragons, he's got the spiky ball, as well as the rage vial. Oh, giant arrow goes across the base right there. Very nicely done. Unfortunately, didn't get the sweepers, but it shouldn't be the end of the world right here. Does kind of set pathing a little bit for the dragons, taking out the builder huts also, which was quite nice. Spiky ball there, setting the funnel off, which was absolutely beautiful. Once this queen picks off the storage, it's going to be fantastic pathing for these dragons to push directly in towards the town hall with that spiky ball, taking everything in the left-hand compartment down except for the export right there. Freeze on the back end sweeper, freeze on the poison tower as well, freeze on the monolith just to keep the queen alive just a tad bit longer, but she may go down under that export fire as well as this multi and cannon fire as well. Rage over this town hall, a couple of these balloons go down, and the dragons as well, but we do see the freeze on the town hall and on the sweeper on the back end. We freeze that sweeper in the poison tower one more time. Royal Champion still has her ability. She came in from the 3 o'clock side of the base. Wall break at the back end for the P.E.K.K.A so they can come in and assist with the Royal Champion to pick off these defenses, but the P.E.K.K.A aren't going to have too much left. We wall break again for the storage, just sending in a super barb and a headhunter to clean up, and look how fast this attack is right here. He absolutely crushes it right there. 1 minute and 13 seconds, a 3-star for Philip to open up the war for Synchronic Gaming. There we go. The first attack is in for Irregular. Hemant is incoming against Mark of Synchronic. Let's see how they're going to be able to get this done right here. We are sending in the king from the 6 o'clock side, has that giant gauntlet, queen has that frozen arrow, hog puppet on the RC as well, which is going to be very, very nice with that rage vial also. King now coming on in, maybe going to try to wall break the king in for this eagle artillery. Wall breaker does come on in, opens up that compartment for the king to pick off the multi, pick off this eagle artillery. Very, very nice value from the king. It's also going to set the pathing beautifully for these root riders to push in as far as they need to go. Needs to pop that king ability sooner rather than later. Eagle needs to go down before engaging these ice golems. Eagle does go down beautifully right there. Ice golem as well coming on in behind these root riders. Valkyrie split off to the left hand side, which might be a little bit problematic for her Hermant of Irregular, because those Valks are now going to get picked off by the Ricochet Cannon, by the multi Inferno as well, and the king is going to assist taking them down, but the queen does assist in trying to pick off this opposing king at the same time. A couple of headhunters are going to be sent in as well just to try to kill off these opposing heroes, since the poison lizard did assist in taking down the queen. Now we're pushing on in towards this town hall. Valks on the outside that came out of that siege barracks as well. Wall break coming on in from the top side, trying to get these Valkyries to join in with the main root rider push that does finally take down this town hall. Queen now working on the CC simultaneously. Royal Champion yet to be deployed, finally deployed for the monolith in the middle of the base, because we know that's a high priority defense that we need to take down as soon as possible. With the fox, it's going to be no problem whatsoever for the Royal Champion to push through. Queen pops her ability, does end up getting the healer puppet as well as that invis vial, which keeps her healthy. She's going to work on this ricochet cannon, may not be able to take it down with the skellies, but RC still has ability. One more overgrowth still remaining in pocket. Doesn't look like he's going to have to utilize it. We freeze the ricochet cannon, want the queen to pick it off. Down it does go. Mortar is still standing on the bottom side, which is going to slow down clean up a lot. RC finally popping that ability, takes down the export. Remaining defenses are not going to be a problem whatsoever, but look at this attack. Unfortunately right here for Herman, it's going to be very, very slow considering the speed that Philip put up in the first attack. This is going to be a very, very slow hit, but it's still a 3-star, which is the main point right there. Need to get those triples on the board against Synchronic to kind of put a bit of pressure on, but time is kind of out of the window with the first attack. Here we have it. The second attack for Synchronic Gaming is now in. Simon incoming for Synchronic, trying to take down IRG Anit of Irregular. Let's see how we're going to make this happen. Royal Champion with the siege barracks early from the 3 o'clock side of the base. We have got the root riders coming on in from the 12 o'clock at the top side. King and queen in from the around time 9:30, 10 o'clock side of the base, pushing their way down. Skelly to try to tank for this Royal Champion just a little bit. Rage spell pushing these root riders into this double ricochet area as well as a double multi inferno. Overgrowth over the town hall, double scattered as well. This is going to give RC tremendous momentum pushing through the base right here as well. She's going to be able to take down the opposing Royal Champion and get the work done further down the base. Super minions now coming on out of this siege barracks, which are going to assist with these root riders to push them forward over towards that wizard tower at the top side of the base. King popping that ability, working his way down towards this eagle artillery. This is looking very, very fast from Simon at the moment. Super barbs are now coming on in. One more rage spell still remaining. RC still has ability. Queen still has ability. We need to freeze up this town. Oh, we don't have any freezes left. We rage over this Town Hall right here, pushing these Root Riders in as well. Queen locks onto the Town Hall. Town Hall will go down very, very quickly. Super Bobs are stuck on the wall, but look at the attack speed on this by Simon. It's so fast. CC goes down. Last building is going to go down. It's going to be a sub 1 minute and 10 second 3-star from Simon of Synchronic Gaming. Absolutely crushing it. There we go. We got IRG Captain incoming for Irregular right here. Lava Hound in from the around about 7 o'clock side of the base. Blimp to push on forward. Is it going to be a Super Archer Blimp or is it going to be a Super Minion? It's going to be a Super Archer Blimp right here. We are going to take down the multi-double clone. Rage Spell comes down again. Invis comes over it as well. This is looking very, very strong at the moment from Captain. He's going to be able to pick off the Town Hall, the Ricochet Cannon, potentially get the Scar as well as the Eagle Artillery as well. Loads of value, but again, Super Archer Blimps in this meta are very, very slow to say the least, but the value is absolutely astronomical right here. Picking off that Eagle. Look at the huge chunk of the base that has absolutely disintegrated in front of our eyes right here. Now, we have got the Electro Titan as well that is going to be assisting. We have 5 Root Riders that are going to be coming in sooner rather than later. We use the Super Bobs over at the 4 o'clock side to kind of set the pathing for these heroes to push on forward over towards that multi-monolith area with the Ice Golem. Oh, the Root Riders are coming in that side as well. Again, 1 minute has already gone on the clock. Only 37% of the base has gone down. So this is going to be a big time issue right here for Captain of Irregular. Time kind of out the window on this one, but we're going to see if he can pick off the 3-star. King picks off the multi-pops, his ability as well. Queen is going to pick off this monolith. Royal Champion now coming on in from the 2 o'clock side of the base to pick off the Wizard Tower as well as the Mortar, trying to keep these Root Riders funneled into the base, going towards the Expo, then pushing in towards the Ricochet Cannon and the multi Inferno as well. We have a couple of Super Bobs at the top side trying to pick off the Arch Tower over at the top side of the base as well. Now we are gonna have to try to power through this base. No more spells remaining, so it's all down to the brute force of these Root Riders opening up the compartments for the Queen, where she's going to be the main damage dealer right here as well. King going back and forward, doesn't know what he wants to do at this point, but we have got the Royal Champion ability, which we will have to force sooner rather than later. We're going to kind of save it for the back end Warden King area, because that is going to be the problem area for this attack right here. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. 3 Headhunters now coming on in over that Frozen King, trying to weaken him as much as humanly possible. We do force that Queen ability right there. We pop the Royal Champion ability. Down goes the Warden Tower, down goes the King, and there is not going to be enough firepower left on the defensive aspect of the base to stop this attack. But it is going to be a relatively slow one, but it is going to be a 3-star right here for Captain of Irregular. So keeping up the 3-star pressure, but again, time is not going to be a factor for Synchronic in this war, as they are way too fast. But Irregular keeping up the 3-star pressure. There we go. Einstein is now in. Oh, he's got the Angry Jelly on the Warden. Oh, let's see how this is. 19 Rocket Loons, 4 healers. We've got the Fireball on the Warden. Let's see what the plan's going to be right here from Einstein. Where is he going to aim to Fireball? King at the 5 o'clock side. Here comes the Warden with the Rage Gem and the healers on top of him as well. Now, Angry Jelly is going to assist this Warden in picking off some of these defenses, which is very nice. Interesting choices by Einstein, but let's see how he's going to manage to get the job done right here as well. Queen making a little bit of a funnel. We have got a couple of invises that we could potentially use to kind of guide this Fireball wherever we want it to go. Down goes that multi-arch tower with the Warden. He's going to pick off this Expo in just a second. And then what is going to be the plan? We haven't used the Warden yet, but here comes the Earthquakes. Here comes the invises. There goes the Fireball Blast on top of the Town Hall, taking down everything in its path except for the Town Hall. But this is looking fantastic. Now here comes the log launcher from the bottom side of the base. The logs are going to be able to potentially pick off this Town Hall, so Einstein won't have to deal with it whatsoever. This is looking phenomenal right here from Einstein as well. And the King working over at the 3 o'clock side. Royal Champion's going to pick off the King. Rocky Loon's coming on in from the top side, picking off these exterior defenses. RC is going to pick off these multi-infernos and that single target inferno. More Rocket Loons in from the 10 and around about 930 side of the base. But look at the amount of damage that we've seen from that Fireball. Einstein picking off this base beautifully right here. It's going to be a little bit slower, but it's going to be fantastic right here. Oh my god, what a creative hit to get the job done. As we know, time wasn't really an issue right here, so Einstein could get a little bit creative a beautiful attack, and even with the kind of strategic value that he placed with the fireball, it's still relatively quick, but not as quick as he would have intended. But what a phenomenal 3-star fireball, doing absolute wonders right there for Einstein. Beautiful hit right here for sure. And wow, what an attack. G's Einstein. Aman Bisht is now in for Irregular. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Double Overgrowth, Root Riders, Valkyries as well on this one. Let's see how they're going to intend to take the base down. Here comes the Queen over at the 6 o'clock side of the base. The King is yet to be deployed. We do end up sending a Root Rider to open up the wall. Very, very nice choice right there, because it is going to be tanking for the Monolith. Just send a second Root Rider right there as well. So we're down to 6 Root Riders on this one. Queen's going to be able to pick off this monolith relatively easily for sure. Remainder of the Root Riders now coming on in from the 7 o'clock side of the base. Queen finally stepping over towards that mono right there. Will be able to pick it off relatively easily. King sent with the main Root Rider army to push through the base right here. We need the Root Riders to push into the middle, otherwise it's going to be a little bit problematic. Siege Barracks as well, we didn't get as much value as intended. Here come the Valkyries, the Super Hogs, coming on out of the Siege Barracks right there. We pop the Warden ability over the triple Ice Golem. Single target Inferno Tower is going to burn up some of these Root Riders as well. Super Hogs are going to go down to this Ricochet Cannon right here. The Super Hogs did not get the value that he wanted whatsoever, unfortunately. But now, here comes the first Overgrowth over this Town Hall, trying to keep it away from the Root Riders right there, taking away the damage. We need to start using our spells right here. We got 2 more Rages, 1 Skelly, 1 Free still remaining. Queen stepping on into a danger zone in front of the Ricochet Cannon, which is going to be a little bit scary at the moment. Maybe incorporating a freeze there, but now with the Expo latching onto her, she's going to be able to go down very, very quickly. Most likely going to overgrowth this Town Hall as well, since the RC is in the thick of the action right here. We delay the overgrowth. RC takes a ton of damage. Fox ends up going down right here as well. We still have the King ability though, so can we push on through the base? A couple of Root Riders still remaining right there. Valkyries on the outside with the King. We raid these Root Riders to push them through the Ricochet Cannon right here. But again, speed is going to be very, very slow for a man of Irregular. But the 3-star should be inevitable, especially with that King ability. Now we're going to wait for this Overgrowth. We're going to wait for it to run out so the troops can continue with their onslaught of this base. RC still alive, still kicking. Warden is now locking onto the Town Hall with the Diggy, stunning it right there. King is going to be able to pick off the Monolith on the top side. I'm surprised he's not using that King ability just yet. Maybe saving it, because we know that most of these troops are going to end up dying off to that single target Inferno and the Town Hall poison, which is very scary. Here comes that King ability. He needs to get through this wall as soon as possible right there. There we have it. King goes and through the wall, picks off the build-up, picks off the single target Inferno, and that's a 3-star. Captain Fantastic himself is in General X now, incoming for Synchronic Gaming, trying to take down Blitz of Irregular. Let's see how they're going to be able to get the job done. We have a jump spell, of course, the Synchronic way of attacking with the Root Riders. 1 Skelly spell to tank for this Monolith, as well as the Expo and everything, just to take a little bit of damage early off these Root Riders right there. King takes the jump. Queen's going to take this jump as well, which is going to essentially set off a very, very nice funnel for these Root Riders, but a couple of them do split to the multi-inferno. Again, it's not going to be the end of the world. The only issue is if this Warden does not follow the core bulk, where he does, we catch everything in that tone beautifully right here. Multi-inferno goes down. King's going to deal with the Ice Golems apart from one of them, which is going to freeze up the Root Riders, but it's going to be fine because all the CC has been dealt with, except for that one Ice Golem that is working on the King right here. Royal Champion took a ton of damage early on, had to force her ability freeze on that Town Hall as well. RC needs to get a little bit of extra work done right here. Super Hogs coming on out of the CC. Peckers are going to try and pick off this opposing Queen with the assistance of the Wizards that break through the wall right there. Queen popping her ability. The Healer Puppet comes out with the Invis Vial. She locks onto the King, but the King runs away. Queen is now going to start beating a wall, which is a little bit of an issue right there, but Super Bobs are going to be coming down and around the base. The Queen still shooting the wall. She wants to take down that King, but that King is not going to be going down anytime soon. Finally, the Queen redirects once that King goes down, and this is going to be another 3-star for General X, and it's going to be relatively quick for the aspect of this war. It's going to be around about a sub 1 minute 21 3-star right there. Beautiful hit by the captain. Here we go. Next attack is in. We got Blitz for Irregular with the Dragon Riders right here as well. King and Queen over at the 3 o'clock side. Here come the Dragons and the Dragon Riders from the top side of the base. Blimp in behind. Warden with the Rage Gem right there as well. Warden ability goes off, trying to conserve this Blimp, ensuring that he gets all the way to the Town Hall, but the Sweeper's being a little bit annoying. Oh no, he barely got his clones. Oh my god, for a second it looked like that the Sweeper absolutely ruined his clone plans, but barely able to get the clones. Town Hall goes down. One scatter did go down as well. Was it enough value from these clones? That is going to be the main question right here for Blizz Irregular. Let's see how this is going to work out right there. A couple of dragons at the bottom side with the Queen with her ability. So Royal Champion now coming on in from the 9 o'clock side of the base to work her way down. Multi-Ashtar is going to shred the dragons at the bottom side right here. ADs are going to have a nice day as well, with only one of them remaining, but it's completely covered with defenses and buildings as well. Queen is going to pick off a couple of these dragons, which is going to be a little bit scary now coming on in for Blizz, as the dragons are slowly starting to lose their momentum. Only 2 dragons remaining. Queen is going to most likely go down to this ground expo. Royal Champion most likely is going to be going down sooner rather than later as well, with the multi-arch tower locking onto her right here as well. And down goes the Fox, down goes the Royal Champion. 2 dragons and Warden left. Queen barely staying alive right here. Is she going to be able to muster up enough healing from the healers? Doesn't look like she will. AD's picking off these dragons very, very quickly, as well as the multi-arch tower on the back end is going to cause big problems right here. Starts raining down shots on these dragons. 1 dragon goes down, 1 dragon remaining. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like it is. And down goes the last remaining dragon. Everything is now up to this Warden, since he doesn't have the owl anymore. Warden gets into range of the multi-archer tower. Oh, he locks onto the multi-archer tower, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be a defense right here for Einstein of Synchronic. Here we go. Mark is in for Synchronic Gaming, taking on Hermant of Irregular. Valkyries, Super Barbarians, and the all and well-trusted Root Riders. The go-to strategy right here for most pro players in this meta. We have got that Synchronic way of that jump spell used for the Root Rider smash right here. Now we're pushing on forward. Valkyries are down. Root Riders are in from the 4 o'clock side. Queen over at the top side, creating a bit of a funnel. Down comes that King to tank for the expo. 1 cannon locked onto that Queen's not going to be very problematic at all right here. We're going to catch a beautiful Warden Eternal Tome in just a second, as everything is in there. We're going to pop it right now in the midst of the core of the base with the Tesla farm, the scatter. Ooh, Super Dragon in the CC, but we do have the Poison Lizard, which is going to be very clutch. We're raging up right here, the Root Riders. There we have that Poison Lizard working on the Super Dragon. Finally should be able to pick it off with that rage. Beautifully choice of pets right here by Mark right there. Down goes that Super Dragon. Now King on top of that monolith is going to push his way over towards this Town Hall. Look at the speed of this attack right there. Queen still has ability. Royal Champion still with ability right there as well. King latching onto the Town Hall with the remaining Root Riders and the Royal Champion. Queen popping that ability right there as well. And look at the speed of this attack. Are you kidding me? Mark is coming on in with the sub 1 minute 13 3-star for Synchronic Gaming. They are on fire with speed today. Oh my goodness. Here we have a final attack of the war. Anit is now incoming for Irregular with the double overgrowth, with also the Root Rider Valkyrie spam right here. Let's see what he's going to be able to muster up right there. King over at the 9 o'clock side with the wall breaker leading him into this expo compartment right there. We don't have a jump spell, so I mean honestly a jump spell here for that Eagle Artillery compartment would have been phenomenal. But let's see how this one pushes on forward. We wall break as well for the Siege Barrack and the Peckers at the bottom side of the base from the 6 o'clock section as well. King is going to be forcing that ability in just a second right there. We'll take down the expo, we'll take down the Queen as well. Beautifully done at the moment. Now our Queen, or rather his Queen, has been sent at the bottom side of the base with the Root Riders. Try and push forward. Valkyries came out of the siege barracks to assist with the enforcement of these Root Riders in the core of the base. Overgrowth has yet to be deployed, which is a little bit interesting to see where the overgrowth is going to be coming on in from at this moment in time. We've decided not to use it whatsoever. RC now locking on to the monolith. We'll be able to pick it off. There goes the overgrowth on the double, on the scatter, on the ricochet cannon, and the multi on the back end. Freeze the Eagle, freeze the single target Inferno. Royal Champion still pushing on through from the 3 o'clock side of the base now. We'll be able to clean up the bottom side. Still have one more overgrowth, but at this point I don't think the second overgrowth is going to be utilized too well. We don't need it realistically at the moment, unless we're going to try to overgrowth that same area. First overgrowth is about to wear off. As you can see, it's flashing and it's going to come down in just a second. Now this is going to be the issue right here. Are we gonna swag another overgrowth? Oh no, we dropped another overgrowth, sorry, as the first one ran out. But now RC still has ability, Queen still has ability, still have that rage spell. Most likely gonna have to save this rage spell for the Royal Champion right here. Things are starting to get from bad to worse right here for Annette of Irregular, because there is going to be a lot of damage right here. Will this RC be able to clutch up? Queen picks off the Ricochet. She's going to pick off this Multi-Inferno. Is the RC going to stay alive in time to pick off the Scar? It doesn't look like it will, but the Queen is going to be able to pick off the last remaining defense, and now it's all down to time. Oh, but there's a Wizard Tower at the top side, but it's all down to time right here. Queen only has to beat one wall right there to gain accessibility to everything, which is not too bad. But again, it's going to be very, very slow, unfortunately, for Irregular. But even with the 3-star, they're not going to be able to catch up on stars. As Synchronic Gaming picked off the perfect wall right here with very fast attacks, some creative hits as we saw from Einstein right there. And this is going to be another 3-star for Annette. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Have a great rest of your day.